What is up, though, Lions fans? It's your boy Chef. We are back, and you already know what time it is. It is time for the YAK Pod, episode number 54. Now, we've got a little bit to talk about today, but before we go ahead and get started, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little button down there, smash the like button, share, turn on your notifications, do all that good stuff, because when you do that, it gets the algorithm on my side, and if you're enjoying this content, you want the algorithm on my side. Now let's go ahead and get right to what we have to get to today. It's a week out. It is a week out. And these uniforms are about to get unveiled. And speaking of which, we have a few things to talk about with the uniforms being unveiled. Recently, the NFL has informed all of the teams that they will be allowed a third alternate helmet. What does this mean for the Detroit Lions? We don't exactly know. But remember when Rod Wood said that the alternate design would be getting a tweak? What does that mean? Well, for all of you proponents of the black alternates, that could mean we're going to have a black helmet. Now, do I believe that? I do not. I do not believe the black is coming back. And there are a few reasons why I don't believe that the black is coming back. The main reason that I don't believe that the black is coming back is because what Rod Wood has said before, that we are going to honor tradition. And traditionally, we do not have black in our colors. We had black in our colors during the Millen era. And that's not something that we want to honor traditionally. I'm a huge fan, a huge proponent of black uniforms. But I don't think it's going to happen. If it happens, I will be excited to be wrong. Just like I was excited to be wrong about YAK, I will be excited to be wrong about these black uniforms. I don't exactly know what the tweak is going to be because none of us do. And I am not within the Lions organization. So I definitely have no idea what they are cooking up. They have done a pretty good job keeping things close to the vest, as we've seen some other teams have gone through and gotten it leaked. I think the Texans had theirs leaked. I think it was someone else that had some uniform leaks as well, but the Lions have not allowed anything out of Allen Park, which is great. Very suspenseful. You have uniforms be unveiled in a week. Then after that, a week later, you have the draft. It's going to create all types of buzz. What is the tradition? We're going to talk about what Rod Wood said from Dave Burkett of the Detroit Free Press. It says the new Lions uniforms will be one of the great uniforms in the NFL. The reveal date for the new Lions uniforms is a week away, and Wood remained tight-lipped on giving any details to the crowd before the April 18 reveal. Now, he talked about this at a panel that he was on discussing the contract extensions for Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, or as I like to call them, Brad Campbell. The Lions made the decision to update the jerseys a few years ago, he said, after passing the 5-year period of not changing uniforms required by the NFL following the latest update in 2017. We've worked on this for 2 years with the league office, with Nike, who designs the jerseys, led by Brian Faccini, our chief communications officer, and chief operating officer, Mike Disner, and members of their team. Wood said it will not stray far from the classic Lions look with a modern twist. Now, what is the classic Lions look? I have speculated before that the blue will be a bit darker, going back to the Barry Sanders days, or even going back all the way to the 1950s, where we were winning championships, in which we won 4 championships, right? And if you don't understand or realize, and I don't mean many of you as far as people who have been fans of this team for over 30 years or more, I mean, kind of the newer generation of fans. As Rod Wood says, I think our goal was to honor the past. We have great colors. We have great history. Now, the recent history is not great, but as I alluded to before, when we were winning championships in the 50s, that was a great time for the Detroit Lions. Not many of us were alive. I for sure was not alive in the 50s. My dad was alive in the 50s, but he was like a little kid, right? I think the last time they won a championship, he was about 9 years old or something of that nature. But that is a great history. It's not recent, but it's great. And he says, but also put a modern twist on it. He has said this before. So I'm not thinking that they're going to go back to, the Thanksgiving style. There's really not too much you can do, but that would be so clean. That would be like super duper clean. Just having that silver helmet with a blue jersey and the silver pants, but it would be super clean, but it's too simplistic. So that's really not the thing that I think they're going to go with. That's not an idea that I have seen thrown out there. But combining that look with a modern twist, I don't know. I would be interested to see what it would look like. It would take a lot to update that look to make it modern and make it one of the best uniforms in the NFL. He goes on to say, so I think when you see them, you'll see both of those things, and you'll see hopefully uniforms that propel us for at least the next 5 years to be one of the great uniforms in the NFL. And we're never going to change them dramatically, but there's always an opportunity to modernize them, and I think people will see that. If you're talking about the Barry era, I would love to see what that looks like with a modern twist. Also, we have the modern technology with the helmets and the shoulder pads and all those things. Just thinking about that, I think that would be great. We darken the blue up a bit. That silver helmet really pops, it really shines. Yeah. Don't bring back bubbles. Don't bring back bubbles. I've seen someone out there say that bubbles should be the third helmet. And I don't believe it. Because bubbles is a symbol of 0-16. One of the first things they did after that season was to get rid of bubbles. Was to make the lion more fearsome, more feared. I don't think they're gonna do anything with the logo this time, but I'm not sure. I'm just speculating here. I'm just spitballing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just spitballing with you. I don't exactly know. I don't exactly know what to expect from what the Lions will be doing with these uniforms. But I just think it's going to look great. I just think it's going to look great. You can't really go wrong with tradition unless you're the Green Bay Packers and you go back to those awful throwbacks that they have, or the Pittsburgh Steelers and you go back to the Bumblebee prison uniforms. The Lions aren't going to do anything crazy like that. But black if there was just a straight up black alternate. Fun fact that I learned when talking about these uniforms before was that the Lions actually had a black color rush in 2016. It was black with like electric blue numbers and letters, but they didn't get the chance to use them because they never played on Thursday night. And you remember back in 2016, they had the color rush thing for Thursday night football, which was cool. Some of the uniforms were really cool, and teams like the Seahawks have kind of kept their color rush uniforms. The Seahawks have the green, but unfortunately, we did not get the opportunity to wear them. And then 2017. This is the next season is when they changed their uniforms completely. So if we were to get a black alternate, because now we have this opportunity to have another alternate helmet, I feel like that would be so hard. That would be so hard if we had a black helmet with that blue lion, and then we had black jerseys and black pants. Now, the blue couldn't be overpowering. It would have to be something like that electric blue. I mean, just go find those color rush uniforms. I actually pull them up right here. Isn't that clean? Isn't that clean? I mean, I'm sorry for the person who's modeling it. I understand the trauma that I'm bringing up for a lot of Lions fans, but let's just go beyond. Look past he who shall not be named. Just look past him and just look at that uniform. That's a mic drop for me. I don't really have to say too much else. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the mic right here. Because if we got those things, what's the NFL going to tell us? What is the rest of the NFL? What's the rest of the NFC North going to say? What's a Viking fan going to say? What's a Bears fan, a Packers fan? What are you going to say if we were to roll out in these? You might as well forfeit the game right there. You might as well forfeit it whenever we put these on. You got no chance. No chance at all. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. But if it did, man, would it be sweet. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What is your preferred look? Is it a throwback situation? Is it a modernized 90s Lions? What's your favorite jersey combination or uniform combination of all time? Whatever you want to talk about with these Detroit Lions uniforms coming up to be unveiled 1 week from today. And as always, if you didn't subscribe on the way in, subscribe on the way out. If you didn't smash the like button on the way in, smash the like button on the way out. If you didn't share on the way in, share on the way out. If you already subscribed and you've already done all of those things, I appreciate you. If you subscribe and you're coming back, I appreciate you. If this is your first time watching, I appreciate you. Let me know, like I said, in the comments below, if you agree, if you disagree, if you want to add anything that I haven't touched upon with these uniforms, let me know. I do my best to reach back out to everyone, to like your comments, to reply to them. Let's get this engagement rolling. And as I said before, be the type of friend that tells another friend that we are here every day, Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm on vacation right now. I'm getting it in though. I'm committed to bringing you this content. So as always, until next time, peace.